All right. So if you made it to late last night with us, we had a few giveaways based off a game that we're working on over here. Um, and like I said, sorry if I cut you guys off if you were talking in the chat before I ended it. Just trying to keep those ones quick and going, and that's also why we have these other ones afterwards. So make sure I have a pen to keep track of how many is in each roll. Let it be heard, Rusty. Welcome back. Somehow lost my pen. Oh, there's one. Okay. All right, so yesterday the difference in copper was actually pretty crazy. The first day we did this, we found 56, 82 or before, and then yesterday we found 79. Both days we only found 2 wheat pennies. So, that seems to be a nice look. No, you're good, Zach. Welcome back. Hope you're feeling a little bit better today. So let's go ahead and see what we can find. I'm going to drop the link to the stream. Give me one moment. If anybody wants to join, there's the link. And I am going to try to search a little bit faster tonight just because I'm pretty tuckered out. But we will still have 3 bonus rounds to go ahead and guess how much copper is in each of these. And the person who gets the coin on the head will win a prize like we did last night at the end. So I'm going to set these 3 aside. And get to it. Okay. There you go, Zach. Let's see if we can get these rolls done before Casey goes to bed. Let's let that be a goal tonight. Well, I see a 1979 in the beginning, but the rest of it all looks pretty shiny and new. So there's a 1975. There's a 1979. Nope, 84. $2005 and an 82. So only 3 for this one. Not off to the best start, but my doesn't mean that's over so far, though. Put that over there. Just going to do a quick look over once more. And I do think we're stuck at 3. A lot of these look like 2021s. Like a lot of them, actually. That's crazy. He brought on too many laughs, Jonathan. YouTube's like, you're too funny. Hey, Partridge Family Prospecting. And there's Zach in the stream.
What's up, brother?
How's it going, man?
highly shitty.
Well, you know, here's the thing. When it gets shitty, you flush it down the toilet and you start again.
Yeah.
Right?
So I was going to headed towards work. My van broke down. I thought maybe it was just because I was on the E, and it wasn't. Now it will start, but when it goes, I put it into gear, it stops. So
I honestly, man, I got to be honest with you. I know nothing about cars just because my home state, I couldn't even get a driver's license. But I would say reach out to Rocky Mountain. They said they'd be able to walk you through pretty much anything, you know.
It's either a sensor, a fuse, or possibly a blown head gasket. But I'd have to sit there and I'd have to get it towed to my place, which cost $156. I've got $190 something in the bank.
How many miles is it from your place?
13.
Okay, so here's what I would suggest. And I'm never trying to tell anybody how to live their life. But I would suggest signing up for AAA. You get it when you do that, you have so many, I think it's like 25 miles that they'll
I've
year.
been AAA before. And so I totally get that.
Because that would be the cheapest way to go about that. And then even if you, like, let's say once you got it there, you're just like, yeah, this isn't for me, I'm canceling. Then you paid like less than $20 for that tow trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm at the point where it's either I turn the car in to get another vehicle and just get what I can get and get a more reliable vehicle, because the van is a gas guzzler. It's a 2001. My car, if I can actually get worked on it, is 2011 with less than I put less than 100,000 miles on it. Excuse me. I've been out in the rain, so hopefully I don't get sick soon. But yeah, it's just what it is.
One of those weeks, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, then I got a text message from one of my roommates and my coworkers saying that we're all getting kicked out. So, hold on a second. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay. Hey, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, welcome back. Yeah, I agree. There are a lot of Toyotas out here. Nigel, stop. All right, so this roll, it looks like there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. I'm going to put this 1980. Dude. Right there. Just because it looks like a pretty cool coin to me. So 11 for roll number 2. Which is a pretty nice number in my book. I'm going to open up this next one, and we are just cruising along. Hey, Partridge Friendly Prospecting, thanks for helping out right there, man. Getting that stuff to Casey. Oh, let me get these picked up. And this row is looking pretty shiny too, so let's hope it's not as bad as the first really shiny one. See if it's a 60 or an 80. Yeah, I'll have to clean it up, but it looks like a 63 to me. Not going to count it just yet, but it looks like a 63 to me. Yeah, so that roll had no copper in it, from what I can see, and that's a bummer. Unless that one under the coin camera is a 1963, but I'm not going to round up like that, so we're going to write it down as 0. And that is the first roll with 0 that I've actually had. So that's a bummer. But once it's 0, it's only up from there. Can't get any worse. Gonna have to get another jar here in a moment, but let's do this again. We're on roll 4, and the goal tonight is to get all 10 rolls before Casey goes to bed. So hopefully we can do this. This looks like a better colored roll for our purposes, that is. 81, 74. Okay, awesome. $72. Oh, that's a nice looking 74 right there. That's 74 up there. $64. I feel like that's the oldest and one of the nicer looking old ones that we found. 65. 78. And yeah, one more quick look over just to make sure, but that's definitely better than the last roll. With one of the older coins, definitely there.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take care of talk some business.
Not a problem. I found the last roll you missed was only 0. It was a 0. But this one looks like we've got 7 with this really nice looking 1964. I'm going to pop that under the...
That green one looks like a 63.
I was thinking that was a 63 too, but I'm counting it as 0 just because... But look at that 64. That is super nice. And
the old copies. Do you know what the Statue of Liberty is made out of?
Copper. That's why it's tarnished.
in Minecraft, they've got added the copper blocks to it, and you can actually tone it based off time.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
So yeah, it actually does what copper usually does, and copper will turn green.
Yeah, that I'm pretty sure if I remember that, it was like by the time they got her up, she was green, right? Because she had to travel overseas. I'm not sure if they thought about that and that was the plan, but that's definitely what happened.
Well, and also another factor, reason why it's so green is because, well, it's salt water, and salt water does factor into its tarnishing. And do you know who gave us the Statue of Liberty?
Wasn't it the Italians?
Nope.
Was it the French?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so that came across back then, whenever it got, put in, it came across on old ships, not modern ships. So it spent months in sea weather. And so all that salt, by the time it got here, it wasn't shiny.
Maybe if they... I was about to say something horrible. Never mind. Ignore me. I was going to say, maybe if they chose a better metal, we wouldn't have taken their submarines from them. We wouldn't have taken their submarine deal with Australia. But what do I know?
Who knows what they were doing way back then. But
you can't even get to the top of her crown anymore.
What are you talking about?
Like you used to be able to get to the top of her, on the top of her head to see. You can't do that anymore.
Really? I've never been there to see it. So
yeah, ever since 9/11 they cut that off. When there was people using it to do horrible things to themselves, So we're on roll 5.
Supposedly, if you were to drop a penny off the Empire State Building, which is 100 floors, that the penny would sink into the concrete and would not be able to get it out. So if you actually hit a human, they're dead.
I don't think that's true, though. I think they busted that thing.
I can see it. I can see it happening.
Well, imagine if there was imagine stuff falling off from planes and stuff, Planes are always up in the air. And you think about how far rain falls, right?
Yeah. But rain water, when it hits a solid mass, disperses to counteract the, impact. We're talking about a piece of metal that's gonna hit solid concrete or asphalt, depending on how far you throw it over.
Right. So
And
I'm going to stop you real quick. We just found our first wheat penny on 1945. First wheat penny of the night. What?
Is it raining outside?
no, but it's cold.
Okay, it's cold. It's raining.
1975.
The van is not out there,
I think so.
so I've got to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow because I got to get the van gone.
I don't know. You guys, I think it's physics, to be completely like Partridge Family Prospecting is right there with you, but I don't think that's how it works, you know? I'll be honest with you.
Physics does kick into it, and a lot of people nowadays don't understand the science behind all that.
Like, I don't understand anything, man. I only understand how to spell my name. And as we came across the other day, when it comes to saying people's names, like I was saying Jonathan's name wrong for over a year now. And it finally dawned on me his name is just Jonathan Friend, not just as in like to belittle his name. It just it's just not anything crazy European or French or anything like I was making it out to be. It's a pretty Anglo word, English word. So I don't understand much. I'll be the first to admit that.
I'm a bookworm. I was always a bookworm. I even got I was surprised that my stuff was saved from being thrown away. With my family selling my grandparents' house, I had like perfect attendance. I was, had spelling bee awards, and I was a bookworm. I was the brain, and I've always been that way. Always wanting to learn something new. Always wanting to see how things work, but
yeah, right.
Yeah, go ahead and throw a penny, PFP. Did you see that now?
It's like but yeah, he's like that. Nope, my name is Jonathan Friend. That's a fact. Okay, yeah, dude, I'm so sorry for butchering your name this whole time. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. So this last roll, we got 15 coppers, including our first wheat penny of the night. So that's pretty awesome. Let's keep that wheat penny going.
But yeah, supposedly that all the people that are renting rooms at this place are getting kicked out.
Is it like something the landlord's doing? Did they give you notice?
Oh no notice. I've got till Monday.
Well, you should look into your rights as a renter because there are laws.
Well, I talked to my coworker and roommate, and he said that they can't technically do that now. Technically can't do that without giving us a 30-day notice. But I know that you'd have to have a lease. No one has signed a lease.
Well, I know out here in Colorado,
they're supplementing their mortgage payment and income with our rent.
Right. So I know in Colorado, if you don't need a lease agreement to be considered a resident of a place. So if in Colorado, if you're paying for your rent and you've gotten mail there, and it's like it's super hard to evict people in this state. So I would look into, like, I would first look into finding a backup plan. But after you've got the backup plan, look into the laws that you have, because I know Washington is a pretty similar state when it comes to renters' rights and such like that, as Colorado. And I'm going to throw this up here.
I just saw
Rocky
that.
Mountain Life a call, okay?
Does he have his an email that I could shoot him with phone number? Because the last time I put my number in chat was the other night when I told everybody that I didn't want to be around here. I didn't want to exist.
Well,
And I was on Tammy Jones's channel.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, because you can't do anything better if you're not existing. You can't better any situation if you end the situation, which you know that's all in your power. But
last night when I think it was on Donna's channel, on your channel last night. I was at work and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna take my phone. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. And Donna had called me and had made a suggestion that I sell my entire collection.
Well, I think
really
nothing against that suggestion. That's a suggestion, and everything is good. Throwing things out there is a good thing. But Jonathan, I'm sorry to hear that, first of all. But don't do anything rash until what good is selling your whole collection and having that money if you don't have something to spend it on right then and there? Jonathan, that actually seems pretty illegal to me as well. I don't know the laws of any other state other than what I'm residing in, but that seems crazy. I know I watched this one guy who owns a bunch of properties out in California, and he has a huge problem getting people out of his rental units. And it's like there's a lot of laws protecting renters out there, so that's crazy to hear that. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
Well, supposedly what I was told is that you have to be in a place for 7 years before you can actually say that, if they want to kick you out, and you can say that you're squatting. And I've just got here, so.
Oh, my feet.
That's one of my roommates, so.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Got nothing to be sorry about. I have feet too. Most of us have feet.
What's even more, see, I can get what Jonathan's saying about the whole, 1 week thing, because when I was back east, I had gotten my first apartment, and my roommate at the time wanted to clean his gun just days after his supposed, at the time it was still his girlfriend, but they're no longer together, had cleaned it. And he didn't check it. And he's been, he dealt with guns for quite a few years, a good 20 years, okay? He pulls the trigger, it goes off in the apartment. We had just signed a new 6-month lease 2 weeks prior, and they terminated our lease, and we were out that following Friday. Literally 1 week. And then to come find out that the people that came in after us were a lot worse than we were. So, it sucks that people have to be this way.
Yeah, man. I don't know. My first piece of advice would be to reach out to Rocky Mountain. and take their whatever they can help you with the vehicle situation, and then from there figure things out. Look into the personal ads, look on Craigslist, you know what I mean? And
I've been looking at Craigslist, and I'm waiting for one of my coworker to show back up at home so that I could talk with him and figure out what's going on, because his phone was broken, and he hadn't been able to send text or anything to people. And then all of a sudden this evening, I get a text message from him saying that we're all getting kicked out. So I'm gonna wait till he gets here and have a little powwow with him and see what the plan is. And so,
well, that's a lot better of a headspace than you were last night. So
I'm still in that headspace. I'm actually farther worse with the car breaking down than I was last night. That last night my car was working.
Well, you've got this, man. Then that's what you're not. Here's the thing: is like, you're talking better. You know what I mean? Like, which is good. And you gotta remember, hey, I've got this. No matter how hard it is, you've got this. A lot of the philosophies that I believe in when it comes to just life as a human being is we really aren't going to have a good life. We have to strive to enjoy all the things that we've made good in our life. And I guess to quote, one of the last of the five great emperors, it's kind of like, have a good one, Jonathan. It's kind of, you gotta sit there and say, does a tree get mad that he's a tree? No. Does a flower get mad that it's a flower? Does a bee get mad that it's a bee? No. We're humans. We just got to be humans, And I'm not saying that that's easy, and I'm not saying that it's full of roses, but whatever happens to us, we got to get out of bed. It's more comfortable to just lay there in bed, and what you're doing is you're getting out of bed and you're making the plans, So
Rocky
that's
Mountain.
a better headspace than being, just
Where I was at.
Yeah, hiding under the covers, So we got 8 in that last roll, no wheats. But so don't think, and again, I want to make it clear, no one was bringing you down or trying to bring you down.
I was already in a mindset of being down. I was over it. What is he trying to put out? It looks, based off what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's write down his number, because that looks like that's the number.
Okay, give me a second.
Have a good night, Jonathan, man. All right, so we are on roll 7, which means there's only 4 more rolls, and we'll do some giveaways and try to get some people some prizes. I talked to a good friend of mine last night after the live, and I think what we're going to try to do here, by we, I mean me and Nigel, not me and all the people in my head hanging out. Me and Nigel are going to try to get a couple of different ways for everybody to win different prizes and a couple of different games with these penny rolls, because I do have boxes on boxes of them, and I would like you to all enjoy this as much as you can, because you're here, and I'm very grateful that you're all here. So
I'll contact you, Rocky. I was supposed to have been at work today, but after after getting the gas in there, getting to the gas station and being able to start it, I checked the oil, I checked the transmission fluid, I checked, the coolant. Before I left home, there's a pinhole spot on this one metal tube, and I was able to finally find a piece of metal that I could wrap around it and close off that hole so that it would spew out onto the serpentine belt. And I thought, okay, maybe that fixed it. Nah, I was like, and then I realized I kept having white smoke last night, and I just thought it was the coolant, getting in somewhere, and because I could smell that coolant smell, and I know coolant, that sweet tasted, smokes. And it's just I thought, okay, well, maybe it's just because of that pinhole, still probably, still leaking out, and based off what's going on right now, it's not that. So, but yeah, I'll let's see. Where's Rocky Mountain located? What state?
Out here in Colorado.
Okay, so you guys are Mountain Time, so you're an hour ahead of me. All right.
So
Would probably be after.
I'm sorry, man. Go for it.
I'll probably call around 9-ish, 10-ish. Your guys' time would be about 9 o'clock my time.
Yeah. He says call anytime. And so
Okay.
we got 2 copper in that one, and then this coloring on there. If anybody knows why that is like that.
What year is it?
On 97.
They'll tone like that. The
Will they?
90s. Yeah, it's a zinc. It'll tone. They get that. They get like a rosy color toning, depending on where they've been located.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool to me. I mean, that color around it just looks really cool. So I'm setting that guy aside. But we got 2 in that roll. And Rocky Mountain says, yeah, man, we'll go from there. So you got it. You got some sunshine in your storm, okay?
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, it would, but I'm just gonna spit out some of the scenarios and see what he says on this. So when I leave it idle in park, I get a knocking sound, and I know sometimes that the rocking sound is based off the pistons, and usually if you have an issue with that, it's either a blown head gasket. I'm not a complete mechanic, but I'm not a complete dunce. But the smoke is no longer happening now. I just, I checked the oil. It was about 1.5 quarts low, and so I went back into when I got to the gas station, I went in and I bought 2 quarts of oil and I put both quarts in it just to be on the safe side, and that was fine. I checked the transmission, after I got pulled, after the cop actually pushed me to a point where I could sit and try to figure out what's going on. But the towing company wanted $155 and change to tow it 50, less than 20 miles. Oh, dude, I can't afford that. What up, legit? How's the missus doing? How's your dad doing?
Legit, we ended up yesterday with 2 Wheaties and 79 coppers. So it was much better than the night before.
PFP, no. It was smoking when I took the cap off to put the oil in, but it wasn't milky. And for Rocky, yes, I put before I left today, after I put that little piece of metal on and with a C clamp, after I finally got it to clamp on there, I added more coolant to the reservoir.
So here's another roll with 9 coppers in there. So that's bouncing up.
Happy early birthday there, legit. Enjoy it, brother.
Better $50 than, a bunch of alcohol. Keep it up, man. Keep up the good choices in life.
I'm muting myself for a second.
You know what, legit? I'm saying happy birthday, but you're going to feel different about that big old 2-4 when you hit the big 3-1 like I'm hitting in a couple weeks. So you got to understand it just keeps going up and up and up. Don't call it big old yet. You're not in the 30s, so it just keeps going up and up and up.
So
I mean, I'm talking about 30s, not 60s, legit, or whatever. I hope your knees and back aren't giving out in 6 years, dude. You gotta definitely. You're sorting too many coins.
legit, you're still young enough. You got at least another 20 years before that actually happens. Unless you decide to do sports and blow your
Be a
knee out.
linebacker or something. He's like, you know what? Forget the coins. I'm just gonna play professional football and rugby and MMA all on the weekends. I'm hitting the big 3-1 here in a week. No, 2 weeks. 10 days, yeah. Got that 31st birthday coming with nothing but bills to show for it. I tell you what.
Yeah. Rocky, you're not much older than me. You're only about 4 years older than me. And I just turned 41.
Legit, I think we can all lose some weight. I mean, except for Zach over here, dude looks like he's about the size of half of one of my thighs, to be honest with you. From head to toe.
200. Let's see. When I went to the doctor yesterday to have my first doctor's appointment after the whole medical emergency, I was actually wearing my steel toe Burke boots, so they're about 5 pounds, and the scale weighed me at 213.
Really?
I'm 6'2".
Well, I'm 6'6", dude, and I'd still be happy to be 213. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, hey, you notice what I keep, sucking on? It's all sugar. I'm losing my teeth. I'm losing my teeth not because of a drug issue. I'm losing my teeth because I can't stop sugars. I've developed what my mom used to have, which was hypoglycemia, which is blood sugar dropping. And when it drops, I drop. And I've actually had 2 experiences where I've actually dropped out inside of a bar, and I wasn't even drinking alcohol.
That's no good.
So I people are like, well, I'll make Kool-Aid, and my grandparents used to have those little colored Tupperware cups, and we used to use one of those cups as a measuring cup for sugar to put in Kool-Aid. I would do 2.5 of those cups, and I swear they were probably maybe 4.5 inches long, and maybe
wow.
about 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches wide. I do 2.5 of those to 1 gallon of Kool-Aid mix.
That is, yeah, man. That's not going to be good for your spleen.
Actually, compared to my family, I'm the healthiest. And even with going through all that stuff. Nigel, what are you trying to do?
He's helping us.
He's like, Dad, I'll help out.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're not going to go to bed? I'm going to get in your coins. What's up?
He's like, really, Dad? Really? You're going to manhandle me now on live stream?
Well, that's it, too. I'm like, Najee, you're going to keep jumping up. I'm gonna make you part of the show, dude. If only you could see the looks I'm getting. He's so mad. He's so mad.
And if you actually bring him farther up, towards the bottom edge of the screen, you could actually see his eyes, and I can tell that he's just got that. Really, asshole? Really? You're doing this to me now?
Well, and I do. I'm like, dude, you could just go away. You don't have to be here, Nigel. You don't have to be a part of this. But since you are, you're gonna help me. You're gonna help me. You're not gonna just wreck everything, and I'm not gonna let you do that. We got 4 on that roll. This has not been a really good night compared to last night, to be honest with you. We're on our last roll, and it's looking like
I just saw what PFP said. At 44, I was Superman. 4 years later, Java.
It's looking like we got 58, which is still better than the first night. But we only have 1 wheat penny. So if we can't get a wheat penny in this last roll, this is going to be easily the worst night of searching in this week.
Hey, it's like they say, you can't find it if you don't search it.
Well, that's right. And last night was way different than tonight or the night before. Up to in the last 3 nights, we found 5 whole wheat pennies. Legit, 5 whole wheat pennies. Bank wrapped. It was
hit the wrong button.
No, you're good.
Hit the wrong button.
I'm gonna go ahead and get on this last roll. Then we'll do some contests with the last 3 bonus rolls. I don't know. That was fun for me last night. I don't know if that was fun for you guys all. That's right, Partridge Family Prospecting. Got to have bad nights in order to have good ones.
Well, it's just like Maximus Silver Stacker opened boxes few weeks about maybe a couple months ago, and the person that bought I think all the boxes that night I think the last box he opened, or the third box he opened, ended up having after all the enders, and there was at least, I think they said 7 double ender 64 Kennedy enders.
Oh wow.
After all rolls had been opened, the total amount of silver for it was 212 90%ers and almost a full roll, if not two full. No, I think they said a full roll of 40%ers. That box was well worth over $2,000.
Nigel, stop. Yeah, Casey, I'm gonna be searching every night that I actually am able to be up, just because like it looks like I'm gonna have a couple 24-hour days more often than I thought I was going to, but you know, it is what it is. Not gonna be mad about having work, I guess. Yeah, I can't even imagine that. And I honestly, when it comes to buying those big boxes like that, I get so nervous. Like I'd be there with like legit when it comes to, it would be like a celebration, you know. He's getting a box for his birthday. That's probably how I would have to do it, just so I don't know, I'm just so nervous, you know.
I did that for my birthday this year.
Got a box of $50.
Well, I didn't get one personally for myself, but I donated for a box on my Silver Squad, and out of the whole box, I ended up having 2 40%ers that were in the box. I ended up with 4 40%ers because they ended up finding coins that had marks that show. So if they find SS marked on the coins, on the $50, they'll swap it. They'll reimburse and say, if we find one of these with our name on it, we'll give you a 40%er. Found 2 of those like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So and then I end up getting for my as a birthday present from that channel, they gave me a $1 silver certificate and the American Samoa back quarter.
Oh, awesome.
So, and then Maximus Silver Stacker ended up sending me a picture and a list of inventory of my wallet that I have with him currently. I have a 2020 Libertad, a 1 ounce Dragon Bar, Year the Dragon Bar, a Silver Ike, a Snow on the Roof, Leaky Bucket Air, a couple of the George Washington crossing the Delaware Cud. I also have a Marsh Billings W. Let's see. I have 3 silver dimes, 4 silver quarters, a Canadian quarter that was found in a roll for member. At the time I was, under a membership, but I had to. After Monday, getting that, the information, I basically ended all my memberships that I had on YouTube, because I can't afford to keep doing it if I'm going to be homeless again. I just got a text message from my roommate saying that he's going to talk to the landlord right now, I guess. And so I may jump off shortly to have a conversation with him.
Well, I get that, man. And that's the whole role thing is kind of what what we're going to be doing here with pennies. Just like, I see those people, I see a lot of people do that with like bigger denominations. And I'm like, what about us poor folk? What about us poor folk who got $1 in our pocket, and we're trying to double it? So I'm going to try to get an explanation video out about what's to come with this penny searching thing, because there's going to be 2 different ways to win. And I want to thank Partridge Family Prospecting real quick, because he definitely gave me some nudges to just be like, you know what, dude, they know you're not like trying to rip anybody off or anything. You're totally fair. So, he gave me some nudges, and we're gonna start something up here pretty soon with these roll hunts to get everybody involved. But so this last roll, there was 6, including this 1980 back here. What's that?
This was my Walker one, but I've actually got 20 90% silver, $50, mainly Walkers, and I think 2 or 3 Kennedys. So, hey, I'm gonna jump off real quick. I will, if you guys are still on, I will jump back up. Okay.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it a little bit sooner, because I'm trying to make it so we get done before Casey goes to bed, so he's here for a live start to finish, and then we'll have a real party tomorrow or something. But yeah, if we're still on, you're welcome up, man. Okay.
Thank you, guys, and thank you, legit. And I will let everybody know what's going on. And I will definitely be in contact with Rocky tomorrow.
Stay happy, man. You're doing the best you can. Keep it up. All you can do is your best.
Yep.
So where we're at today at an ending is 64 coppers and 1 wheat penny. So I guess it depends on how you look at it. The day 1 we had 56 coppers and 2 wheat pennies. Today we have 64 and 1 wheat penny. So we're still sticking around the 60 copper mark per 10 rolls if you average in yesterday as well. Good night, Zach. Take it easy. And now we're going to go ahead and do the bonus. No, I don't think it was. I'll say that, to be completely honest with you. I think it was a 45. Yeah, it's a 45, legit. Ain't nothing special about that guy. So, I mean, listen, I'm not over here bragging about anything. I'm just laying down the facts as they are. Yeah. All right. So we got bonus roll number 1. If you want to be a part of this, what I want you to do is go ahead and put how many copper pennies you think are in this roll. I'm going to go ahead and take a look to see what a good prize would be. Yeah, we're just going to start out with a copper round. I have 2 copper rounds going out, 3 copper rounds going out. And yeah, 1 wheat penny is better than none, legit. I'm right there with you. So go ahead and let me know how many coppers, 1982 and before, are in this roll. And if you get that number, if that number is in this roll, we'll get you a copper round. And I'll ship it out to you. So put your number on how many you think is there, and then we'll get that opened up. Rocky Mountain's got 3. Also, real quick, thank you, Rocky Mountain. Anybody can have the same number. There's no limit to the numbers that's going on. So like if someone says 5 and you say 5, it's 5, You both have 5 and you both win. It's not a limitation like that. Legit, what about us poor folk? You're saying 12 in the copper? I mean, I'm not telling you to not give me your positive vibes, dude, but that would be the second best roll of the night. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people who have dropped a number. I'm going to give it another 2 more minutes for anybody who wants to try to guess how many copper are in this roll. Another 2 more minutes, and we're going to open it up. I mean, last night it was, yeah. It really was. So maybe Legit's onto something. He can feel it. He can feel the copper. It's just all of it was right here. All right. I mean, I'm sticking with you all who have put your guesses down. Oh, there's Bionic Bull with a 9. Thank you, Bionic Bull. All right. I think there's still a couple people who can do it. You feel a Wheatie coming? Well, I mean, your feelings about the Wheaties weren't bad yesterday, Partridge Family Prospecting, so we're good. We're good. All right, I'm going to open this up, and we will see what's going on. See if anybody want to announce a copper just for showing up. That's the enthusiasm. There's the Wheaties. It's a roll of Wheaties, bankrolled. How awesome would that be? Well, it looks like there's actually a lot of shine in there, so let's go ahead and do it. Well, there's our first one in 1966. $19.89, not really what we want. $19.81, so we're up to 2. There's a 78, we're at 3. And it looks like there's 3. Yeah, seriously, all shine. Anybody guess 3? Rocky Mountain guessed 3. Right on, Rocky Mountain. So shoot me an email with your information, and we are at 3 for this one. Just going to do another quick look over. Maybe there's like a mint condition, 1919 penny that's hiding in there. That's why it's so shiny. Uncirculated 1919 penny. How great would that be? But yeah, it is 3. So Rocky Mountain, congratulations. Make sure you shoot me an email so I can get you your prize. $3 for the first roll. I'm going to clean this up. Yeah, right. I'm going to clean this up and get your numbers going for the next roll. And we'll do another copper round. Then we will do a gold back for the prize. So this next roll is for a copper round. The roll after that is for a gold back. I'm so hopeful. It's not that I don't want to send Rocky Mountain a prize. I just kind of want to get more copper. I'm always like, yeah, maybe my touch will turn it into an older year. Got the magic touch. Four, 6, 7. There's 3 of the 2 of you. Awesome. Yeah, Rocky Mountain. I am very excited for that. I am ready. I am ready when those get going. Should be 2 more people dropping a number in here. Got a 5 from Casey. What's your thoughts on Rocky? You gonna pull back another copper round? I don't know that Partridge Family Prospecting. You're gonna have to rely on the people who are. All right, Mo Money Inc. has 9. Welcome, Mo Money. Let's go ahead and Rocky, if you're still in here, put a number in so we can get you some more prizes. Okay, I understand now. All right, so I think that's everybody who's here. And yeah, Casey knows how many days are till Thanksgiving, so because he's got a package. Well, these rolls really aren't in my favor tonight, you all. So I'm thinking the high numbers are not what you want. Well, this has some better color. Let's go ahead and spin her around and see what we can do. Well, there's an 82, and as you know, we count the 82, so that's our first one. $74, $75, we got 3, 68. Always get excited with those 60s. 80, so we are at 5 now. 72, 79, 'Well, hey, I try, Mo Monkey or Mo Money. I don't know why reading's so hard for me, but I do try to be optimistic when it comes to getting more copper from my pennies. 75. That's an 87. One moment. All right, that's my email, Rocky Mountain, and we will see how many more we can. I mean, I feel like Mo Money's optimism really paid off here. So I feel like I just need you to positively think about all of my coin rolls before I open them. Where are we? I think that is all we've got. Let's take a quick gander. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh my. Did anybody guess 10? No. Nobody guessed 10. So we're going to go ahead and skip over that. But yeah, legit. You got it. You're all losers except for me, because I got 10 in that roll. What? I'm giving all that positive energy thanks to Mo Money Inc. 2.0, because, and I think Bionic Bull also guessed 9. Oh no, that was 6 this one. Yeah, it was 9 the first one. You guys are sending your positive thoughts towards me, and it's definitely adding to my rolls. So let's go for. Yeah, you were really close. We're gonna go right on the dot though. So let's go for one more round. If no one wins on this next round, got to be optimistic. That is right. I'm over here like, I got to roll with 0. Wah. No. It pays off. Just keep plowing through those penny rolls. So yeah, let's go ahead and do drop your numbers. We'll do another round, and if this is another losing round, we will go ahead and right. We'll open another roll until we have at least one more winning roll. So drop your numbers. I'm going to pick this up, and we will open that up. Still trying to transform these other ones into more, even though that was one of the highest retrieval rates of the night. He's like, I was 1 under. I'm gonna make it so I can get it this time. I'm not gonna go for 10. I'm gonna go for 11, and he's gonna get 11. That's what's gonna happen. Well, you're sure you want 6? You can stick with 5, Rocky. Casey's got 3. Casey's like, I'm lowballing it. I don't need your optimism. I want this copper round. Oh, Mo Money's calling a Wheatie. Well, it would be on par with how we've been doing so far, but I mean, yeah, I haven't gotten any other rounds in, Casey, so it's still a Trump round. Well, I would send each of you your own round. There's no need to meet in the middle and then cut an ounce of copper in half. You each got this. Oh, you're dropping the year that you think is going on, Mo Money. Okay, so here's where I stand. If you drop the year, there is that Wheatie, then you're gonna get yourself a gold back. That's all I've got to say. This is definitely for a copper round, but this dude's over here saying there's a 1946 D Wheatie in here as well. If you are right, well then I need you to start taking care of my finances and all of my investments, because that is crazy. Let's just make that clear. I'm gonna open this up and take a look. We're gonna look. Everybody should be cheering on for that 1946 D, because that would just be crazy. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to split it. I'll save you the energy of that, and we'll just go ahead and get you each a round. All right, here we go. There's a 1971, 78, 68, 73. So there's 4 so far. 77, 79. $81. Oh, almost missed that 80 because it's so darn shiny. $64. Oh, the year is 46. I'm like, what? There's no way that dude just called that. He just became my full-time financial advisor. Another 77. $83. $84. All right, so no Wheaties this time, but there was. Oh, let me check that one again. Yeah, it's 92. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I'm pretty sure Mo Money, I mean, you didn't get a gold back, but you're going to have to send me your information so I can send you a copper round because you did guess 11, correct? Yeah, Mo Money guessed 11. So way to go, Mo Money. Let's put that power into putting a Wheatie in all my copper. Wow. Speak like a person, Andrew. Putting a Wheatie in all my penny rounds. Yeah, so Mo Money, send me an email. I'm gonna put my email address up there again. And I'll send you a copper round. That is awesome. Well, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's 11 in my pocket. All right. I was gonna go to bed early today because that's what winners do, but I'm gonna go grab three more rolls because we got double digits. So let's go ahead and I will be right back and we'll do a couple more rolls. I mean, Casey, it's up to you. Do you want me to go through a couple more rounds or do you want me to just end it? I'll make you the caller. Are we gonna end it? Or are we going to do a couple more rounds? Can you stay up for a couple more giveaways, Casey? Partridge, you got to get Casey. The power is in Casey's hands tonight. Like he said yesterday, he's got to get up early for work. So, I mean, I don't want to make him drag for a chance. All right, man. So I'll do a few more rounds, even though you're going to tap out. But just know you made it from start to finish. So we're going to have to get you a trophy or something for tonight because you didn't come in right at the tail end. And hey, you're ending at a reasonable note when we were supposed to end. So that's awesome. I will be right back, you guys. Nigel. I'll be right back, you guys. Nigel's going to help me pick up. I'm going to go grab a few more. Look at it. Yeah. You're famous. They love you. Don't give me that look. You're the one that's jumping all over the place, dude. All right, I'll be right back. You get some good rest, Casey. I'm going to go grab some more penny rolls. Yeah. Yeah. You will look at things. A roll of nickels? I haven't had any luck with the nickels, but we can. All the nickels I've gone through, Rocky, have really, I think the oldest one I've pulled was maybe like an 80, maybe. We all know that ain't worth much more than 5 cents. Friday and Saturday, I'm working 24-hour days, Casey. You guys have normal work schedules with your Monday through Friday nonsense. All right, I'll be right back. All right, 3 more rolls of pennies. And go ahead and get your numbers up for the first roll. As I pick this up. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and I will get that out to you very soon, man. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the awesome guess. So this one we'll do it a little bit differently. We'll do either 2 grams of silver shot or a copper round. Your choice if you nail it. Did I write down? No, I did not. All right. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Six guesses, and it looks like it's everybody that's in here. So let me remove this cap and open this round. Good luck to everybody. Can you help me? Oh yeah, he's like, you've got a lot on this table that I can knock over, dude. Right? Big copper, big copper. I don't know why you guys are guessing years. You're just gonna get a job if you nail these years right. Like you're just gonna be grandfathered into being my accountant and my lottery ticket number guesser. Well, there's a 76. It's our first copper one so far for this roll. But I do see some good color. Oh, there's a 74. Oh, 85. I was really hopeful for that 90, but nope. Another really brown 90. $81. So we're up to 3 now. $64. Got 4 in the house. 87. And 77. So it looks like we have a solid 5. I'm going to do a quick look over once more. I'll pop this 64 under the coin scope because I like that one. So there's the 5 that I saw. Just looking once over more. All right. That's all right, Donnie. You still made it. Yeah, did someone guess 5? The stuff I have for sale, I'll drop the website in just a second. Let me see who guessed the 5. Rocky Mountain won again. So Rocky Mountain, do you want another copper round? Or let me see, make sure that there wasn't another 5. Yep, it looks like this time it was only one person who guessed 5. So congratulations, Rocky Mountain. Well, yeah, I'm a tuckered little youngster. So, Rocky Mountain, do you want 2 grams of silver or do you want a second copper round? And awesome. Congratulations, Rocky Mountain. We've got 2 more rolls. Just let me know what I'm going to add to your little bundle. That's the way, Partridge Family Prospecting. Follow the guy who's won twice tonight. I just put it up there for you, Rocky Mountain. I'll email you on if you want silver or a second copper round. Let me clean this up, and we'll do this. We'll do the same thing again. 2 grams of silver or a copper round. Yeah, Donna, of course you can. We're doing the same thing we did last night, guessing the amount of copper containing pennies. So 82 and pre. And Donna, I now have a little wallet for you. Thanks to Silver Clan last night. So you just let me know when you're ready for me to send your stuff out to you. I don't mind. So I'll put you down for 2 copper rounds. Get those over there. All right. Drop your numbers and I will go ahead and yeah, no rush, man. Your prizes are your prizes, so feel free to take as much time as you want. I'll just set them aside for you. It's a real party now, everybody. Donna's joined. There's our first number. Mo Money's also won. So between Mo Money and Rocky Mountain, you might want to follow their lead. They're doing pretty well for themselves tonight. Yeah, waiting on, looks like 2 more numbers. All right, Partridge Family Prospecting, where are you? I mean, they're more than welcome to do whatever they want, really. Partridge Family Prospecting, what's your number on how many are going to be in this roll? We're not talking cinnamon rolls. Oh, you went up there, didn't you? Okay, let's do it. What are you talking about? That is pretty shiny, yeah. Yeah, let's hope that that's the only one that is and everything else is all copper. That's what you get. That's what you did wrong, was thinking, Jeremy. Like, thinking is the problem. Dang, man. A lot of shiny in this one. Yeah, I'm like super thankful for that, Rocky Mountain. Like, thank you for helping him out. That's really awesome. Move it back. Nothing. Nothing. This is a horrible roll. I mean, if I was collecting 2021 Ds, this would be an awesome roll, but does anybody have a market for 2021 Ds? Yeah, no, this is you jinxed this one legit. Like, wow. I mean, in this first section here, there's only one that wasn't minted in 2021, and it's in 1995. So, geez Louise. Let's get this other half up there. I know I saw some, so I'm hoping that some is actually some wheat pennies. There's a 74. So we're at 1 and 81. So we have 2. Jeez Louise. It's a 93. Oh my Lord. At least we got. Oh my lord. Yeah, so there were 2 in this entire. You guys jinxed me with your keeping it low. Who had 2? Did someone have 2? No. No one had 2. Yeah, Rocky Mountain again. I'll be honest with you guys. I would just follow Rocky Mountain's lead because he seems to be on it. But with that being said, no one won this one. Got one more roll. And yes, I agree. Legit. That was a crappy roll. I think that was the second worst roll of the night, to be honest with you. There was a 0 roll, but I think I might be a little bit more accepting of 0 than 2, to be completely honest with you. No, so that was the second 2. Nigel. Yeah, probably. I agree with that, Mo Money. But to be complete, well, it's not just the pennies. It's all their coins. All their coins are pretty uneventful, to be honest with you. I just have had more luck with the pennies than any other denomination from this bank. And they've explained to me that they get everything shipped in and they can only get so much per whatever per week, but you should have. Rocky Mountain's like, I almost put 2 last time. Okay, I'm putting 2 this time. Let me make sure everybody's got a number. Seven, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like somebody still needs to put a number. Maybe I'm confused. No, that's probably everybody. And if I'm keeping you, oh, there's Rusty. Rusty, you almost were excluded. Come on, man. Come on. All right, everybody's in there now. Let's go ahead and open it up. That's right. We want those good colors for our family prospecting. No, legit. No. Keep it high. Keep it high. All right. So, no. It's a 2000. Just going to put that up there so you can see that it's a 2000 because it's awfully dirty. We do have an 82, a 78, a 78, another dirty 2000, 79, trying to get this one cleared enough to get the actual year, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It is. It's boogie time. Yeah, I can't get the year on this one. Well, maybe I can. Hold on. Okay, so all that work for a 99. Let's see if we can get that up there for you. Yeah, all that love and grind for a 99, which isn't worth anything for anybody. We've got 4 so far. There's an 85, 73. Get down. No, that way. Get down the way you came up. Or 68. Did you? If you're having me look for something that's not there, that's just not fair, guys. So I'm going to look for it. It's another 99. Here's an 80. Looks like an 89. $2,005. How do you get a 2,000 penny so dirty? Okay. This is going to be the last roll, just so you know, but I'll post it for you. Where's that alarm? I have no idea where that alarm is. I hope you enjoy the ambient music that's in the background, because I'm not going to be able to shut it off before we're done here, because I just don't know where it is.
It's all good. I won't say, when you jump off, I'm going to jump off. So talk to the roommate. And supposedly he has researched it that they technically can't kick us out without a written legal document stating that they're kicking us out. They have to give us at least 30 days from a written legal standpoint.
Yeah, see? So just, look at that as a jumping off point of good news. And from there on, I really have no idea where that music is coming from. So I truly am sorry to everybody who's hearing this really weird gypsy noise in the background. Like,
I don't hear nothing.
You don't? Okay, good. So maybe it's just in my head. Who knows? Who knows? But I definitely am listening to something that doesn't belong. So let's see. Yeah, no, that's good news. And think about it like this is the start of more good news coming your way. Okay. So what do we got? We have 2, 4, 6.
But we're in talks to finding a place. So I'm going to try to save as much money as possible. If Donna is still here, which I'm trying to see. I don't know if she's still here. Hi, Donna. Love you, girl. Thank you for the talks.
There was. I'm gonna steal your thunder for a quick moment. There were 8 in this roll, no Wheaties, and from what I can see, the only one winner is Partridge Family Prospecting. Did anybody else guess 8? Donna, you were so close with the 7. You know, I got to be honest, Donna. I really sometimes it's like a love-hate relationship when you're in in my lives, because I want you to win so much. I keep throwing out things, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna get Donna a prize. This one's going to. it's an awkward feeling, but you know, it's like, you know what? We will get Donna a prize. And, you know, so I guess we're going to have to, everybody should thank Donna, because I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 more rolls. But, you know, that's where I'm cutting it off. You know, Zach came back. We're going to have 2 more rolls. I was going to say, wait, did he have it? Oh, you had 4. See, you know what? Your luck is over, Mo Money. Mo Money comes in here and he starts winning crap. I'm like, dude, this is the first time I've ever seen your name, but congratulations. Like, that's how you know someone's going to come back, is you win a Trump round. All right, Zach, I'll be right back. Everybody, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab 2 more rounds. And
you're good. I'm going to talk to chat.
2 more rolls. I don't know why it's so hard for me to talk today. Nigel. Yeah, I know. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his.
That was not a happy meow.
No, that's his. Why aren't you in bed so I can lay on you? Meow.
He's like, you got to end this because I'm not getting my time yet.
That's it, too. That's it. No, like, you guys have seen a lot of him tonight because I have not been home for very much, but dang, man. Dang.
Switch. So, just to kind of let everybody hear, is that Donna has suggested that, you know, I sell my, you know, stash, and I am still working on getting everything together. The person that we had talked about had got a hold of me, and I told him that I would give him a list and let him know what was going on. But you know, with this new information tonight, you know, hopefully this is the silver lining to the storms. You know, yes, it is all material possessions, and when we die, we don't get to keep it with us and take it with us. It is what it is. But right now, I'm going to focus on trying to tomorrow get my car back up and running and deal with all this stuff that has transpired in the last couple of days as time goes by. I'm not going to force anything. I'm not going to try to screw anything over. I just need to breathe, take it one day at a time, and work on what I need to work on.
And remember, we're in a better position than the potato bugs, because all they can do is roll around. We are people, not potato bugs.
Yeah. And agreed, PFE. Agreed. It is all reattainable. You know, I've had to, you know, it's this what my stack is and what my stash is also a reclaim of what I had lost prior. So yes, it is, you know, it's a cycle of, you know, come and go. You know, it's on and it's off, and it's out of your reach or out of your control. You can only do with what you can do.
But with that being said, we can hopefully win you some silver shot. So let's go ahead and drop a number in there. This prize is going to be 3 grams of silver shot. And I also have to thank Partridge Family Prospecting, because he's the one who enlightened me to understand that a gram of silver ain't what it used to be. So I'm always sorry for thinking like, oh yeah, man, 3 grams of silver, that's what's up. And then I'm really over here and like everybody's like, that ain't nothing. That's like 75 cents. But hey, a prize is a prize.
Like I said, I've got Morgan's, I've got Peace, I've got, generic rounds, like this one I just got recently. It's the Britannia, and I've been, I've heard people, oh yeah, I got a Britannia. I'm like, oh, that's like, sounds like something I would like to get. And then I end up finally getting it. And then things just start going downhill. It's like, this one's the Medusa round. I really don't like the Medusa head. I really actually like the backside of it. See if I can get it to show up. It's an owl.
Oh, really? I was looking to get some of those actually.
This is actually, and this one actually says anonymous mint. So that's probably where you would probably have to look for this one at. But, I've got Cougarans, I've got Libertads, I've got stuff. Still, I've got at least, I know Maximus Silver Stack, Silver Stacker has got a vault for me right now with quite a bit of silver in it. I've got at least another one that's, got another vault. So there's at least 2 there. And then I still have stuff that my aunt has down in Southern California, which I need to get here to me. So I'm probably going to try to do that this coming weekend. But like I said to Donna, I said, I would get in contact with her, with the person and they reached me today and told me that I needed to.
Here's the thing, man. You don't got to rush on that, because that's just like in the bank waiting for you to grab it. You know what I mean? It's in other places, so it's safer for when you really do need it.
Yeah.
And I don't think, Zach, what's your number? What's the number you're going to put on this round?
I'll go with 10.
10? High roller. I just want to keep
trying to change the look.
Huh?
Try to change the look of this week.
Yeah. Let's get you some silver so you can know that is the silver lining. What's going on? All right, so come on, Jeremy. Come on.
You're gonna have to go in and go left. I think they're on the dresser. If not on the dresser, they're in a tote. Remove the one black tote and then the railroad sign, and it should be in there.
We do not want any shiny. And this roll is actually looking pretty dull. So let's hope we can get some good numbers in here.
I think right now I'm at total of, I got my slab Morgan, I got this Morgan, and I kind of really don't. It's like a lot of these are things that I've acquired through the streams, and like this one here, this one means something to me because that person paid money for this one and gave it to me. So, I do need to take an inventory of what I have so that I can have that at a ready, moment. but like this one here, these actual plastic rolls hold actually 21 coins.
Mm-hmm.
And most of this roll is Walkers. Most of this roll. This one, it's all Benjis. Every one of them. So I got like a roll and a half of 90% silver. And I know that those the 90% constitutionals, they go for a fairly decent price when you have a full roll.
And that's the way to keep thinking, is that you have options, man. I'm just trying to get this I don't know if it's mold or what the crap is on it, but it looks like a 64. So I'll move Reed and Lincoln over. And I don't know if you saw,
appreciate it, guys.
You got two people whose numbers are going to you.
I saw that. It's just, I'm more concerned if whoever wins and they do decide to donate, that I'm more concerned that the people that own the property will be taking my mail. Now, that's technically a federal, you're breaking a federal law because you can't do that. But, with a lot of streams that I have been in where people have either sent stuff out or have had stuff sent to them, and either a neighbor or the post person or someone is, stealing what they have in it based off, how, because for the most part, other than my insurance stuff and my pay, I get my pay stubs every week from my work. So, it doesn't get sent to my address, but I'm right now in a mindset that I would rather have it stay with other people. And
well, that's not a problem, man. I hold on to everybody's stuff until they're ready for me to ship it out. So if if you do win, or if they win for you, you've got no problem with that coming from me. I'll just hold on to it until you tell me to send it out, and then we'll make the package even sweeter like we did the last time.
Yeah. And dude, I was when you sent that gold back, I was like, in the original packaging, I was like, dude, that is, to me, that the original packaging was better off because the simple fact that it has their name on it, and instead of putting it into another bill flip, and I was like, oh, here, you got a gold back, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, if you get something that is a premium of something, you want that original packaging.
Right. And so, like, even with the gold backs that are going out today or this month for members, they're still in their original packaging too. And I was just worried that, the plastic was going to eat the plastic or something, but I'm like, I don't think that doesn't make any sense.
No.
It looks like we've got six on this one. So I'm going to scroll up.
I see legit with 6.
Oh yeah, dude, legit. You got this. Why are you trying to give it to Rusty? Oh, is it because of this super shiny 1981 right here? Is that why you're... That is, I mean, I almost missed that guy. That's a brand new looking 81.
Wait, go back to the mint mark. Okay, it's just, I thought I saw something. But...
So legit, we got 3 grams of silver for you. And I'm going to write that down. I'm going to need you to email me and send me your information so I can get it out to you. And we have another roll. Give me one moment to write that down. And we will. Yeah, no, I'm like, why are you giving away your stuff to somebody else, man? Like, there's one thing that's donating, but take the win for the win, and then give the prize away if that's what you want to do.
Okay, so I did grab the 2 novels. Yeah, there's one actually. There's like two pieces of silver that I probably won't ever get rid of, and the one biggest one is the one that's actually my profile pic. That's a 1999 ASE. I got that back in '99. I've had that in my possession for the last 20-something years, and I'm even if it meant that I had to sell it to do something, I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably just say, I will wait till another paycheck. I was
Right.
one of three people from the class that I was in that got one of those years.
Well, and that's it too. Is like there's certain things that you get because you really, really want, but then there's things that you're like, I'm just getting this as a way to not spend my money on something stupid right now, and I'll spend it later when I need it.
Yeah, this should be, and that's another thing. With everything that food's gone up, gas has gone up, fucking housing's gone up, everything's gone up. And it's like, how much more are we gonna be, going through this before something breaks down?
Oh yeah, we're looking at what's going to happen is how, I don't know if you've ever come across the silver un peso from Mexico. When those were in circulation, that they added 2 zeros to the back, and that's why they couldn't sell those and they couldn't use those anymore. That's where we're headed. But all right, you guys, before I open up this roll, I need everybody to drop their numbers, and this is another 3 grams. You know what? We got the high rollers. We got the high rollers in the house. We'll make this a solid 5 grams of silver shot. Popping my collar over here with the generosity. All right, legit. Thank you, man. Same here, Donna. Same here.
Well, we got 2 at 6.
They're collaborating to take all my silver. They're like, you know what? He rolled it up to 5 grams. They're over there texting each other, being like, all right, let's do this. I feel the 6. I feel the 6.
Mm-hmm.
Their wizardry stuff. They're like, you brought out our gnomes. No.
How much was it? How many coppers was the last one?
The last one was 6. Yup.
I'm going big. Let's go 10.
All right. There was a 10 one. There was. And I think that's everybody unless Mo Money. Are you still in here? I think you're the last one. Donna's like, 6 is the number? I'll go with 6 then.
I saw that too.
Did you say? Okay, I'm sorry, man. Okay, yeah. So I guess maybe it's
Donna can't make up her mind.
Well, all she does is she gradually puts numbers in there, so she's like good with every single thing that comes up.
Still love you, Donna.
All right, so I'm going to open this up because I think everybody's got a number. Donna, I'm keeping you at 7 because I feel like that's really what you want. Partridge Family Prospecting. Did you want 8 or did you want 5? I'm busting chops about your guys' collaborations. Oh, he does. He's like, I want that 8. Okay. No, Donna's got the ultimate witchcraft in the house. She's like, I will make it so they don't know what's going on. I also don't know why you just became Eastern European in my head, Donna. Like it's not an insult at all. It just kind of happened. I don't know where that accent came from. Oh, these are some better looking
He's
colors.
gonna say with the weedy too.
Yeah, he's like, we're going big or going home, and I'm not going home. I'm already home, so where else am I gonna go?
But so yeah, I'm just gonna take my time and deal with life as it is.
Yeah, man, just
Well,
breathe.
A lot
laugh.
of my stuff goes into this. This is actually pretty good. I know a lot of people don't drink, but this stuff is like water good.
Right. I drank my fair share of Crown Royal. That's for sure.
And actually, man, if I could find it, I'd like to get one, the peach one, because they actually have peach bags.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they're so hard to find, though. It's like a specific, like a reserve or something like that, And heck, whiskey, it takes a while just to brew. I think it's Jim Beam that does. So in the process of distilling, they the barrels will leak out some of the liquid, okay, even though they're almost sealed tight with the rings and everything. But there's they call one the devil's take, and then there's what they call the angel share. I think it's what they call the angel share, and I guess it's like the evaporated liquor that floats into the sky. And they've actually, I guess one of them has actually made a bottle where they actually call it the angel share. So it's like all the evaporated, from all the kegs in their, distills, their barrel rooms, and how they're able to gather that much liquid to be able to produce bottles of that is astounding, because vapor is vapor. It's
right.
a drop.
Yeah, no, I have heard of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know that's what it was, but I have heard of it. It's been a while since I've been in a liquor store, and the last time I was in a liquor store, the dude looked at me because I went in, and I don't know if you know what this stuff is, but I got a bottle of Devil Springs. Got 3 bottles of Devil Springs, and
Never heard of it.
It's the most disgusting paint thinner you're gonna find in America.
Oh, so it's rock gut.
Yeah, well, and I got it so I could ferment, make medicinal elixir, Green Dragon. But that the dude looks at me, he's like, "Where's the party?" I'm like, I don't drink. I'm using it for cooking. He's like, "You're using this nasty vodka for cooking?" And he's like, "That's right, Partridge Family Prospecting. It is. There's one more. You can't get anything stronger in the United States than Devil Springs. You can get Everclear, but even that is a little bit, is about the same level or less than Devil Springs.
Unless you get Shine.
Well, yeah, unless you get Shine, but
and even then, it's still it may be close to Everclear, at 151, but hell, even 151 is at a certain break point.
Yep. Well, so here I want to point out that I think this is the second best find of the night. We've got, oh, that's an 87. I lied. And that's a 2011. I don't know how that actually happened and got in there, but we're going to take that out of there. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, and then the Canadian, a 1962 Canadian cent. So I'm going to add that. So we're at 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Young. I think that's a young, what they call a laureate portrait. Flip it over. I want to see something. Does she have a wreath or a crown or nothing? Looks like, yeah, that'd be a young head. They call it a young head or a laureate portrait. So it was before she, they changed it to the crown version. It's a Canadian week.
The Canadian cent did him in. Oh, man. Well, here's the way I look at it, is if no one actually had 8, and that was the only reason that you...
PFP had 8.
Oh, you did?
Canada don't count.
Donna, I cannot ever realize where you stand on things. I'll be honest. All I know is you're always going to speak it where it is.
Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you for that.
I mean, it's not the Canada that doesn't count. It's the copper that counts. So.
Oh man.
So
yeah, because that's actually still.
What's that?
They didn't do. They stopped. They stopped doing that. I think in when did they start doing that? I think in the 70s or 80s. I'm not positive. It may be in the 2000s. I think they stopped really doing that. I think all of them now. Well, they don't do cents now, but they. I know most of them are either zinc or steel. And so on the Canadian.
I still take all Canadian pennies because they don't make them anymore.
Yeah.
But okay, because we have Donna in the house and we're not trying to upset Donna, and she's got this whole anti-Canadian, even though they're our closest neighbor and our biggest trading partner, and essentially the same culture as we are. Well, I'm gonna go grab another roll. I'm gonna clean this up and get your numbers ready. But just so we're clear, Partridge Family Prospecting did take that because Canada does count, and it's not just because my grandma's French Canadian. Okay, so Canada does count, and we'll go on. Can you tell with how I try to make everybody's names French? Jonathan Friand. All right, get your numbers ready. I'll be right back. I mean, legit, I think we're going to have to... He's like, what if Donna loses again? Do we get to go again? Legit, I'm going to have to tap out because I just walked past Nigel and he gave me this horrible, horrible look. So we're going to... This is definitely...
And if you stay on any longer after this roll, that cat's going to eat you up tonight.
Yeah, you can tell who runs the house over here. Like,
I wish I had my grandparents, technically my great grandparents stuff, because my mom's mom is full-blooded German, and they actually had, I think, his death certificate that was actually in German, and to this day, yes, I do still have it. That's one thing that I'll probably never get rid of, but it's a German devotional prayer devotional, but it's in High German, and they don't speak High German no more.
Right.
And this is from like the early 1900s, and it's it was my great grandfather's belonging, and I'm surprised I still have it to this day. I have very few pieces of the previous generations, and those are to me those are values. Those are things that I probably don't ever want to get rid of. I was shocked that my uncle sent me my grandfather's cowboy hat. I remember exactly where that hat sat. That thing was so hard, so just stiff. But it sat on a shelf for I'd say a good 30 years.
Well, right now, Rusty's in possession of one of my mom's most prized possessions, and that's no joke. He's working on a birthday present for her, and I think we've got everybody. What's your guess, Zach?
I'm still gonna go big. 10.
Okay, works for me. Yeah, Rusty's got one of my and that's like he's got like a picture of my grandparents right now, and that's by far one of my mom's like most prized possessions, because like pretty much right after that picture they split up. And so it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's got no value to anyone else in the world, but it's got all the value to her,
Mm-hmm. It's like currently there's a storage unit in California that's got my paintings that my mom did, and so I took after my mom's. So I was living with my dad's mom, and I asked her one time, I said, Grandma, I said, what side of the family do I look like? Do I look like yours, or do I look like, and she goes, you look like your mom's side. I said, all right, thank you. I take after my mom's side so much that I've got the blue eyes. I've got the good skin. I've got the artistic abilities. I've got the brains. And my brothers don't like me because of at least 3 of those reasons.
Mm-hmm. Dude, all I've got from either side of the family is height. I'll be honest with you.
Is fight?
Height, height and awkwardness. We're a bunch of awkward, tall Englishmen.
Dude, I was 6 foot at 12.
Yeah, no, I got you, man. I got you. I was not a comfortable person to be around.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing: is what really throws people is that when tall people get pissed, we get even bigger.
Yep.
I had I went to my aunt's graduation from this college down in Southern California, and I had purchased some, extra curricular activity stuff for my mom, and my brother
Geographics, right? I gotcha.
And I told I said, my brother's like, "Are you riding with me?" And I go, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right." I said, "Do you know how to get to the restaurant?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Snake your way from here to there." He's like, "What?" I had to say this like 6 times and actually break it down each time I had to say it. And he's like, "Why?" I was like, "Dude, because I'm going to partake with this stuff before we show up to the family. Because I know how my family is with me. And if I need to be on a whole different level than all of you people."
Right.
And he's like, okay, I get you. So we get there, halfway through, I go out and I re-up, because I was starting to come down. I was like, all right, I gotta go back outside, just because the dinner kept going, and it wasn't the best of stuff, but a lot of the lower grades for me last a lot longer. I could go an hour and a half to 2.5 hours before I have to, re-up. So about an hour and a half in, I said, screw it, I'm just going back outside. I'm gonna have, take care of business and come back in. I'm sitting in front of my grandmother talking to her about our family tree. And my aunt's girlfriend comes up to me and tells me that I calculated the bill wrong. Now, granted, I've been drinking and smoking at the same time. Okay. So I'm under the influence of two different things. And while I calculated the bill correctly for who all paid. Okay. My aunt's girlfriend points to my mom. It's not even her side of the family. This is my dad's side of the family. The only reason why she was there is because of me and my full-blooded brother, Mm-hmm. And I looked at my aunt's girlfriend and I said, look, she's broke, even though I know she's got $60 of my money in her pocket. And so I was like, and she keeps going. I was like, fuck this shit. And this is a family restaurant, all right? Family style, the menus on the wall and everything. We're all just having a good time. I said, fuck this shit. And I stood up, and I'm 6'2". And everybody took like 3 steps back and cleared a path. I went to the nearest employee of the restaurant, and I tapped her on the shoulder, and I thought it was our waitress, and it wasn't. She had the same hair color and the same hairband as our waitress. And when she turned around, she got spooked, and I'm still under the influence. And I'm like, I just spooked a person while under the influence in a restaurant. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, but I need your assistance real quick. And she goes, what? I said, I need the receipt for our table. She's like, well, we don't keep them. I said, well, on the back of this receipt is a list of names and numbers. If you could find that receipt, I would greatly appreciate it. She goes, okay. So she goes off. I've got my aunt's twin sister, my mom, and my grandmother in front of me. And their grandmother's the shortest, my aunt's the next highest, and my mom's the tallest. My mom was a 6 foot tall woman. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're trying to calm me down. And I said, I'm just, I'm just going off. And there's little kids, babies and, toddlers and shit and whatnot. And I'm just going off. And they come back with the receipt. And I was like, and they go, here, I hope this helps the situation. And I go, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. And they handed it to me and they walked away. And I said, I literally looked at my family and I said, here, hand this to that bitch. And as soon as that receipt left my hand, I spun 180 degrees and headed straight for the front door. All right. I was like, I don't want to deal with none of this. I need to go outside. I need to calm myself down. And, I was like, well, okay, I need to talk to 2 people. Well, one person. And this was one of the people that I had thought that was going to be in my life for a long time. But it didn't happen. But we were still good friends. Anytime I hear her voice, I would go be pissed off at the world. As soon as I hear her voice, I'd be back to reality. You know what I mean? I talked to her for 15 minutes. I called my dad, okay, who's back east. He wasn't there at the time. I talked to him for 15 minutes. And during this whole time, none of my family has come out of the restaurant. I'm like, what is going on in there? So yeah, it was, they realized real quick that, don't piss me off, especially when I was under the influence. And none of them really knew. They all thought I was just drunk or, drinking. I was like, no, more than that.
Well, and as a taller person, you gotta remember that whether you want it to happen or not, people look to you a lot more than average sized people. Like it's just a natural thing. You know, there's high apples on the tree. You got to grab them. You know, so you got to keep yourself in control.
And you can vouch for this one. How about going to the grocery store or going to Walmart or going to any store and having a short person come up to you, go, "Hey, can you get that off the top shelf?"
Right. Yeah. No, I'm right there. So to answer that question, nobody won this round. There was actually 12 pre-82 in this one. And so I was getting I'm not going to lie, I was getting pretty nervous when I saw 10 because a lot of people were like all about that 10, but there was 12 this time. And that is the highest roll that there has been all night long.
So far.
No. The fifth roll that I opened had 15. No, legit. We don't have losers on this channel. We have high encouragement, and we'll just try again tomorrow to give you guys more stuff. But yeah, and especially me getting 12 coins out of one roll. I mean, that's the fifth roll. The fifth roll had 15. So this is the second highest. But let's honestly the 7. Okay, so I honestly can't leave it at like 17 rolls open. So we're gonna do 3 more unless my computer dies. But yeah, so I'm gonna go grab 3 more rolls. We're gonna clean this up. I'm not gonna say I have any disorder that leaves me to not want it at 7. I'm just gonna say I'm really grateful for all of you guys, and we're gonna bring it up to 10. Partridge Family Prosperous is like boom. All right, I'm gonna go grab 3 more rolls. Think about your numbers, and then when I get back, I will rattle off the numbers that we've discovered real quick, just so we can have a fair. Dude, I know. No, dude, you gotta understand. Legit. What happens is I say I'm going to bed, and then it just doesn't end because people are talking to me.
Don't look at the cat.
Well, I know. Well, that's it too. Is I have to go see him again. He's gonna give me the look.
You know he's gonna swat you as you go by.
Well, what it is he's like all sprawled out on my bed and just staring at me like, this is where you belong.
He's like, where I'm at, you need to be right now.
Right. That is. It's like, this is your spot. Why aren't you here? Why aren't you here right now? And you know, he's one of those animals that, like, because of his big old eyes, you can read him pretty well. But damn it, excuse my language, but man. All right. So yeah, no, Jeremy's got it. The cat, he just glares at me like, "Oh, you're not coming here? Well, why is it?" All right, so what we're going to do is I'm not going to read it because I just realized I've got about 20 minutes of battery power left, and I'm not going in that room to get the charger. So we're gonna do this awfully fast.
This is the speed
numbers. Run. Huh?
This is the speed run.
Yeah, this is a speed run. Roll 1. And all of these prizes are 5 grams of silver shot. Drop your numbers for the first one. And I'm going to get it open and get it started. All right. Zach, what's your number going for the first one?
I'm gonna go 11.
All right. Everybody's got some lower numbers, but you and Donna, and here's Jeremy with another double digit. But let's see how we do.
Yeah. Speaking of charging, I'm at 13%.
Well, it's my own fault. If I didn't wear it out and keep people away from their families and their beds, I wouldn't run out of battery power. So
True.
again, everybody who's not going to bed right now, thank you. I blame you, and I will take that blame right to Nigel.
So my roommates were quite surprised at how much I supplied with the kitchen. Okay, that every time I opened another box, they were like, "What? Here's the shelves that I put up."
Oh, there you go.
I got the copper pot, wok. That's an old Cuisinart processor. All old Tupperware. Deep fryer, another wok, a crock pot. And everybody's like, dude, do you need all that? I'm like, my grandmother told her kids that all the cooking stuff was mine.
All right, you guys. So this one only had 3. I'm going to go back up and see if anybody picked a 3.
Like I said, I'm probably. Did you bring your phone?
I got to charge this dead, but give me like 20 minutes.
Money was pretty close. Let me do another quick look over to see if there is a 4th, but we've got a bunch of 80s, but 85, 89. Nothing that we really want to add to our
What's
collection.
that one, right? Those two that look copper, what are those?
This one and this one?
No, that one, the first one. Yeah, that one and that one.
This one's a 2010.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you over here.
Wow, it toned dark. Okay.
Yeah, and it was the one ahead of that you were looking at?
Yeah.
This one's an 89.
Huh. Wow. I'm surprised.
Yeah, so this one had 3. Well, I know. That's what I'm... once I get one Canadian, I'm like, give me all the Canadians. Give me all the Canadians. But, so this one had 3, so there was no winner that time. Go ahead and drop your next round of numbers, and I will clean this up and get another rollout. Roll out. Dun, 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 dun.
No, PFP. I'll just find another channel to go to.
He's like, this is my first stop, but after this, there's other people not sleeping.
Well, I should be at work right now, and even when I'm at work, I've got an earbud in so that I can listen, and usually I try to keep my phone charged enough so that, towards the end of the night, I don't have to worry. I can just leave it. I've got this one press that I work at. They, 2 cars broke down?
We got 2 more people for the numbers. Looks like Rusty. Yep. Looks like we're waiting on Rusty and Rocky Mountain. How dare you, Rusty, staying hydrated. I'm not sure if Rocky Mountain's still in here. Probably hydrating as well. Some people. being humans. All right, we're gonna have to go on without Rocky Mountain, and we'll Zach, what number are you thinking?
I'll go 3.
3. Okay, we're gonna move on without Rocky Mountain. There's still one more round for them to jump on, and if they're on here before the paper's ripped off, we can. Ah, there we go. 5. All right. Did I miss your comment before? I'm sorry.
He had it up.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry, Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, but that was at where PFP had 10. That was up there. I think that was the first roll.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you can stick with whatever you want, man. I just didn't see it. I'm sorry about that. Over here putting the pressure on, drinking water. Some people drinking water, eating
I
food.
will say this. Go back on the whole whiskey thing. So one year, Grandma didn't want to cook turkey dinner. All right. And they had, I was always going to the store and I would always buy the Food Network magazines.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to cook. I do actually like to cook. If this job doesn't pan out for me, then I probably would try to do some kind of food truck or some kind of private chef type thing, because I actually love to cook. But so yeah, Grandma didn't want to cook turkey dinner. Now she did, she did all the sides and whatnot, but she didn't want to actually cook the bird. I was like, I'll do it. And I had a Food Network magazine that had recipes for turkey dinner. And one of the recipes was for a maple whiskey turkey. Man, that came out so good.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
man.
is another roll of 2021s. Don't get me wrong. I put under here a 1962 because it's just got amazing conditions on it still, but it was 2. Donna, did you actually say 2? Or did you just see that there's only 2? Nigel, no. Donna, you said 5. Yeah, dude, I'll tell you, my mom, growing up, she was in the military, so we would either have to wait for her to come back if she was like working, or she would have to we'd have to just wait, and so I remember I was 11 years old and I watched a bunch of the Food Network. Yeah, it's okay, Don. I was gonna say, what are you doing, lady? What are you doing? Yeah, so there's only 2. I don't think anybody got 2.
No,
So
everybody was over.
The next one. So I remember I watched this guy. I can't remember who it was. I think it was that big ginger guy, and he was talking about how you flip a turkey. And so I watched him, and I was like 11 years old. I'm like, I can flip a turkey. My mom comes home, walks in the door, and I'm in the middle of flipping this huge bird, like over back into the pan, and she was so mad. She was like, "What are you doing? Hey, blah 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 blah." And I remember I'm like, "Mom, just trust me, like it's gonna be so good." I watched the fat guy flip a bird on the television. She's like, "If you ruin my turkey, I swear to you, Andrew, you won't be allowed to do things ever again." And dude, that was the best turkey ever. Like, I did not know that was going to be the last holiday dinner she cooked for a very long time. Like, and I was on every holiday dinner since then. And she's like, she just, I mean, and those are the days where your parents didn't have to apologize to you. So she just sat there and enjoyed this amazing, amazing turkey dinner, cooked by her 11-year-old son. Okay, so I just started opening that. So if you saw it, it's a pretty cool glimpse. Drop your numbers for the third roll. And yeah, so
third and final.
Huh?
Third and final.
Yes, this is the final because Nigel's back in the room doing his thing. We're going to do this. This is for a full ounce of silver shot. Make sure you put your number down right. There hasn't been a winner for the last 2 rolls, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, she was so mad at me about that. And then she just kind of sat there and enjoyed her turkey that was actually moist versus that stuff that a lot of people have to choke down.
Oh, dude, I make killer pork chops, dude. Killer pork chops. There was one time that it was always usually just me and grandma. Okay. So it was only 2 of us, but we'd make dinner, make a big enough meal to, last a couple of days. Give me something for lunch for the next day, so on and so forth. And, this one time my aunt would come, ever so often my aunt would come by and have dinner with us, no problem. But I told her, I said, hey, I'm cooking dinner, show up, she didn't show up.
Let me pause you real quick, Zach. What's your number?
Let's see what everybody else got.
Dude, and yeah, pork chops are one of those things I didn't appreciate until later on in life because, again, my mom wasn't a chef and she really didn't have time. So it wasn't until I learned how to make pork chops that how great pork chops actually are.
9.
You're choosing 9? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, legit's got a good birthday weekend coming up. I'm over here
dude, yeah, hey, legit, you're gonna probably have to go back to the gym after this weekend. But so for Thanksgiving, for that dinner, I kind of twisted it a little bit, and I knew at the time that everybody was coming out with the infused whiskeys, and I went to the liquor store and I found a bottle of Jim Beam honey. And I was like, well, let's try that. So you basically brined the turkey, and I only brined it for 8 hours, not even half the time. And when I cooked it, it came out so moist, so moist. I went to pull the bird off the rack, out of the pan, and put it on a platter to carve. And I went I stuck the forks in to, pick it up and move it. And I said, don't think I'm moving this off this rack. And everybody's like, why? And I said, well, what do you guys see me holding? And they're like, what happened? I said, that means that it's very, very, very moist and very tender and very good. Because I pulled the bones clean from the carcass.
There you go.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, that thing's my aunts. So both my twin aunts are in AA. The oldest one has been in AA for the longest. She's I think 26 years sober.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
And so she and they were pissed at me because I used alcohol for the turkey.
They don't have to eat it. They can make themselves a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
True, but what a lot of people don't realize, I shouldn't say that. What some people don't realize is that when you cook with alcohol, the alcohol actually gets taken out in the cooking process. That you're basically just using it for the flavor.
But that's it depends on what makes them, what their problem is. If there's someone who loves the flavor of alcohol, then that's going to be a trigger for them. You know what I mean?
True.
So I
True.
understand
But
where they're
the thing
where
is
they're
that
coming
when
from.
I tasted the bird and there was no alcohol taste to it
Yeah.
whatsoever. And the thing is that all the alcohol was basically infused into the meat, and then when the bird went into the oven, whatever alcohol was inside the meat evaporated out of the meat and just left the flavor of the whiskey, that char whiskey flavor, and
Mhm.
whatever else I used, because I did a maple honey whiskey turkey. Oh, dude, that thing's so good, so good. I want to do it again. I want to do that thing again, and I want to actually brine it for the full time. And I still have the recipe. But like that one time my aunt came over I told my aunt to show up for dinner. I said, hey, dinner's going to be at such and such time. Be here, because I don't like my pork chops being dry. She didn't show up until an hour after I had started cooking. I was pissed.
Right.
She's like, these are so dry. I said, if you'd have been here when I told you to be here, they wouldn't have been dry, because I left them in the oven because you didn't show up on time. So,
Donna, don't give up. Don't give up. I mean, there was 12, so I'm the winner 100%. But let me go ahead and let me do something.
Yeah, the alcohol is gone by the time you get done. You're only getting the flavor of whatever you're using. It's like, doing any kind of infusion, olive oil or alcohol. People use vodka to infuse extra flavors into, because it's such a bland taste. There's no actual flavor to it. Corn or potato vodka, or rye vodka, whatever type of vodka. It's just alcohol. When you add lime and lemon or cherries or whatever you want to it, that's what's infused. That's what's being incorporated into that vodka. The vodka hasn't changed. It's just added a flavor.
So here's where I'm standing on this round. There was 12 82 or less than. So what I did was I actually took all the 82s out and thought, if somebody has 7, then they're going to go ahead and be the winner. And somebody did guess 7, and so that's Rusty.
Nice, Rusty.
So Rusty, you're the de facto winner. Shoot me an email and I will send you a prize. This prize is actually, like I said, this one's an ounce of silver, so we'll get that out to you. And hey, no, Mo Money, thank you, and thanks everybody else who hung out and chatted with us and helped me build my copper army. So even the Canadian ones.
Oh.
So Rusty, I got an ounce of silver coming to you. It looks like the winners for tonight are Rocky Mountain won twice, Mo Money won once, Partridge Family Prospecting won twice, Legit won once, and Rusty won.
Congrats to all the winners.
And if you won and you're like, hey, I didn't hear my name, let me know so I can make sure you get what's rightfully yours, because you won it. So like Zach says, congrats to all the winners. I've got an angry little dude who's ready for some bed, and that's not me, everybody. So I don't think. No, Donna didn't win. Donna, I'm sorry. I tried, dude. We went from 3 games to 10 games for you, Donna. Like, you got to understand, there's got to be a cutoff at some point.
Yeah. Hey, and the cat is the king of the castle, so we can't piss him off.
All right, Donna, I do love you so much. You are awesome. Thank you for showing up. And to everybody else, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, and best wishes. Stay safe, stay happy. Yeah, I don't think this will happen tomorrow. If it does happen tomorrow, it will be earlier on in the afternoon, but probably not, just because I'm rolling into what is my heavy work week. So I don't know. Maybe I can get Zach and Jeremy to moderate while I search silently while at work. Who knows? Maybe we can work something out. I'll reach out to them. Maybe we can have some games going while I'm literally working for the military. Who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, afternoon. Tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be getting up early enough to go deal with the car, because I gotta get in touch with Rocky and get this thing going, because and figure out what the heck's going on with my vehicles. So,
well, and he's excited to be able to help you. So make sure you do reach out to him. Okay.
I will. And Rocky, I appreciate it, dude. I do. I will be in contact tomorrow, man. So much. It's that's one thing I love about this community is that everybody is willing to help out in any way, and it doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't. Everybody thinks that it's got to be monetary. No, it doesn't. It's thoughts. It's prayers. It's advice. It's guidance. And I appreciate everybody for doing what they have done in the past. I've dealt with them. I've dealt with a lot, and I'm still kicking. I may have been down earlier this week, but I'm like, just keep kicking, fool. Keep kicking. So, Nigel, it was good seeing you, brother.
Yeah, man. Stay and keep it up, man, because as soon as you stop, it's over.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I always consider myself I guess I'm not that good, because the wicked are the ones that stay the longest. I'm probably gonna be here for a while.
Well, you're fighting, man. So that's what matters, All right, dude. I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna go pet my cat. That sounds so dirty, and I swear it's not. I swear that's an appropriate statement. Stay safe, everybody. We'll catch you the next time.